Hey there, once again everyone, thanks for tuning in to the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast video. We're heading towards the final weekend of January, and the weather, frankly, is not all that exciting over the next several days, but as usual, we'll try to find some interesting things to talk about on this video this evening. One thing of note today, it's the day that our averages start going in the other direction. After plateauing at 32 for a couple of weeks in the dead of winter, our average high goes from 32 to 33 today, starting the process that, of course, takes us all the way to July. We only have 49 more degrees to go before we reach our plateau in July of 82 for an average high. Records today 67 and 13 below zero. Of course, no snow out there today, and accumulating snow, impactful snow, is going to be pretty hard to come by for the rest of January. What's coming our way is rain. Now, the leading edge of this evening, this is all virga. It's not reaching the ground. There's a little bit of legitimate rain back towards Cincinnati, but certainly the more legitimate rain is south of the Ohio River this evening, down into the Tennessee Valley. And this moisture is what's heading our way as we wrap up the week on Friday. So it's not here first thing in the morning, but by lunchtime and especially into the afternoon, I think it's raining, and the rain will continue into parts of Friday night. It'll taper off to scattered showers during the wee hours of Saturday morning. Not much has changed with our thinking as far as how much rain to expect through daybreak on Saturday. We're probably looking at around 3/4 of an inch. Some small additional rainfall totals with scattered snow and rain showers on Saturday, but certainly the steadiest and heaviest of the rain will be Friday afternoon and Friday evening. So a nice little car wash for us. Nice to get the salt off the roads as well. Now on Saturday, as the low pressure system kind of winds up here, cold fronts out here, it'll be somewhat cooler Saturday, not by much though. And we're going to be underneath kind of an upper level low pressure system, and usually that means that there's a lot of cold air aloft, an unstable atmosphere overhead. So occasionally a shower of either rain or snow will pop up on Saturday. It's not going to be anything all that impactful, just a lot of clouds, and a lot of clouds as we go through the second half of the weekend as well. If we do get some small accumulations of snow, especially on the grass this weekend, it's most likely going to be Saturday night as temperatures cool back to about freezing, maybe 30, 31, a little lake enhancement here, and I can't rule it out. And then just some leftover flurries on Sunday. Here's a look at the odds of 2 inches or more over the next 72 hours. They're all low across the board, but your highest chance of seeing enough snow to maybe cover the grass this weekend will be in northeastern Mercer County and then up closer to Erie with some lake effect banding going on up there. Otherwise, all these odds of up to 2 inches are less than 10% primarily. So I'm not real concerned at all about impactful snow this weekend. Boy, what a cloudy pattern this is going to be. This animation is going to roll all the way through the end of next week. Boy, a lack of vitamin D. That is for sure. I don't think it's a very eventful week next week. A couple of flurries into Monday morning, and that's about it. A lot of clouds the rest of the week, but the storm track is to our south, and I don't see a lot of impactful weather for probably the rest of January. January ends next Friday. Maybe there's a system somewhere in the eastern U.S. by next Friday, but certainly through at least next Thursday, things are looking pretty ho-hum precipitation-wise. What about temperatures? Here's a look at the next 10 days versus average. Our average high each of the next 10 days is 33. Earlier this month, we had some of these orange boxes that were up here, 20 to 30 above average. Nothing like that over the next 10 days, but a consistently milder than average pattern for the rest of January. It's not going to be in the 50s like it was a couple of weeks ago, but it's not going to be a pattern that's going to produce much in the way of Arctic chill at all. I posted on social media this morning that our coldest high temperature so far this season has been 24 degrees. That's it. And there's only 2 other years I could find on record with a high temperature, a coldest high temperature through today's date any warmer than we've had so far this year. So we haven't had a high temperature colder than 24 yet, and we're not going to have one through the end of January. So coming up in February, I kind of think February may end up being our coldest month of the winter season, but it's primarily going to be focused, I think, towards the second and third weeks of the month. First week of the month to me does not look all that cold. And I think this evening what I'm going to do is post on my weather blog, ericwfmj.com, a little explainer about why this winter has been kind of a dud, why the forecast is not going to turn out to be a good one, and what may be to blame for that. I have some ideas, some theories. They may be kind of unproven, not necessarily something that's going to stand up to peer review or anything like that. I'm not going to submit anything for a peer review, but just kind of my hunch as to what happened this winter. And I'll post that this evening. Hint, hint, it has to do with stuff going on in the Indian Ocean on the other side of the world. So we'll get into that this evening on my weather blog. You can look for that later on this evening. In the meantime, thanks for watching Weather for Weather Geeks. I'll see you back here on Friday.